Hi folks, welcome to the last video of the series. My hairs are not this spoiled this time. If you see, if you know, you know. But let's just start with the video. So yeah, this is the last video. We are finally done with this series. We have finally launched our portfolio on Wednesday, and thank you all for such crazy love. I got 42,000 impressions on that video and um, 50 plus comments and 500 plus reactions. That's some crazy love. I was not expecting that, and thanks a lot for really giving so much of love. Now, in this last video, we are just gonna go through the portfolio and basically go section by section and try to understand what was my thought process behind designing that area and what was my inspiration if I had any, and just walk through all of those. In the last four videos, we basically talked about how do you start making a portfolio from scratch, how do you start with ideation, which platform you should make your portfolio on, why should you choose a specific platform to make portfolio on, um, how to start with your mood boarding, where to look for inspirations, what were the certain pitfalls I faced while making this portfolio, what were my certain learnings that I got while making this portfolio, and above everything else, just the way I went with it, just the way I thought of making it. Now, I'm not claiming this is like a right way or this way will work out for you, nothing as such. This is just my way and it just worked out or helped me to create this portfolio. So, yeah, we covered all of it in the last four videos. If you haven't checked it out, just check out the playlist in the comments. I hope you will, yeah, probably benefit something from it. But now, just diving into this last video, let's just share my screen and go through each section one by one. Starting with my lovely hero section of the homepage. This section took me literally 2 weeks to figure out. This was the first section I worked on. And I'll tell you why it took me 2 weeks. It took me 2 weeks because I was literally not sure what to put out here. After finding a lot of inspirations, I literally came on this. Now, when I thought of my portfolio, I would have mentioned in the second video that I wanted it to be a bit classy, a bit premium. Therefore, I already decided these colors, decided this font, and things like that. Um, but yeah, I came across something like this and I thought this would be perfect for my portfolio. But I wanted to have it, wanted to give it some quirky copy. Therefore, hi, I'm Arpit, product design and believer that the best ideas come while taking unnecessary long showers. Now, this is such a quirky but like a bit of a random copy, and I felt this is something different, right? This really reflects me. I do get amazing ideas when I'm taking long showers, and I love that. So why not put it out here? Just to make it a big different. But it was looking too empty. There was nothing out here, so I wanted to make it a bit fun. And that's when in one of the long showers it clicked, hey, why not I have this amazing hover interactions? So whenever you hover over any sections, hi, I'm Arpit, product designer, I just mention what picture of me and where I work. Whenever you hover over best ideas come, just show a few of my works. And then while taking unnecessary long showers, so a gif of taking shower and loading ideas. It's a cool interaction. I thought why not, and I love the way they come in. So yeah, hover the serif to see the magic. I also thought of a way where you just keep pressing on it for long and it blasts off all those things. But then I dropped the idea. I'm like, that's gonna be lame and probably people won't find it. But that was my thought process. Also, all over the website, you will see my copy to be a bit quirky because that's what I want to go towards. Also, as I mentioned, this revamp was to so my portfolio reflects me a bit more. Therefore, having that. Um, yeah, and the navigation, I love this small short navigation. I got inspired from Rachel Howe's website. Let me quickly check. Yeah, Rachel's House website. She's an amazing YouTuber. Do check her out for this kind of navigation. I was like, it's so clean and so minimal and exactly the way I wanted. So yeah, thanks Rachel for the inspiration. This is my original idea. And now moving down out here, I wanted a space when you scroll, just an empty space where you just see my work. And I love this doing this. So when you keep scrolling, you keep seeing different works, and then you end out here with this. And I love this interaction. And I thought, why this? Because your portfolio is of course to show your work, right? So it it simply and it simply and it simply focuses on showing your work in an empty space very clearly and nicely, which I would love. So just snapshots of few of my work so a person gets an idea, hey, what his work is like. And then going to selected works, whenever you hover over it, you see view the project, having something like what kind of impact I had. So this line is the logo of the company that I worked at. The launching Craze app is like the whole banner. What is the product about? So building India's first TV show gaming app, and then yeah, increase in the this was the some metrics. So in design we need to show what kind of impact we kind of created. So just on that, and what all things I worked on in this area. So I worked in product design, web design, motion design, and no code at this company. Then also showing bit about UIpedia, which is this fun side project I'm working, and yeah, again doing the same thing. So yeah, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. Diving the rest, so you can see the other things. Here is behind every design there's a story. Here is mine. I love this line. Therefore, I put it out here. It just keeps moving slowly from left to right. Now this is a lovely grid section. I got inspiration of grids from Chester's website, Chester.how. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I love the way she uses grid, and that's bento grids, and that's where I got inspired from. So yeah, these are my kind of bento grids where I just show my travel diaries, some pictures of mine, design resources that I've built, my current tech stack, side projects, bookshelf, writing. Now, bookshelf, side projects, design resources, tech stack, travel diaries, they'll each have their own separate pages. Design resources and side projects already have, but I'm still under process to build bookshelf, tech stack, and travel diaries. And this writing thing leads you to my Medium page. And then wall of love. And I love the copy out here. This took me an evening to figure out what copy to keep out here, but it clicked. Wall of love, because who doesn't love a good copy? And I find it a fun copy. And then sticky notes to show basically what all people had said about me over the years, and kind of a good shadow on it to make it a bit classy. That's the thought process behind this. Lastly, the footer and the call to action kind of thing. I need to fix this. Yeah, I'm most active on LinkedIn, lurking on Twitter. So whenever you hover over it, other things get blurred. So you just click on them and you land on my specific thing. And then lastly, the footer. I love this in every other website I've come across. Work about resources, articles, LinkedIn, Behance, Dribble, etc. All my socials. This is where I'm working. This is a custom time thing that they have, which I have messed up, I feel, so I need to change it up. Yeah, made with love from India and copyright, whatever, Arbachandar. Also, if you notice and if you have used it till now, I have my fun GPT out here where you can just talk about me. What's your process like? What's UIpedia and why did you start it? And you can ask questions like that. It's gonna give some answers. I don't want to waste on that. This is a whole vibe coded thing, and I've made a video on this. So yeah, this exactly tells me this is a personal GPT that only talks about me. I custom vibe coded it, and I love that. So yeah. Now let's just go to one of the projects. Let's just check out Craze project. So you click on this and you land on my project. This gives a bit of a summary, what I have done, what was my role, scope of work, industry, and as you scroll, you have what I did at Craze. I wanted it like a presentation. You see one thing at a time, and you keep moving down, and you see different sections. What was the origin story, and different design challenges solved, and just mention that one by one. This took me a while to make, though I already had done my last portfolio. This took me a while, but yeah, the thought process behind it was just have a one side at a time. You just mention one thing so the person focuses, and then go into everything. The challenge one, then you mention it, and challenge two, and you mention it, and things like that. And then out here, let's talk. So it takes you to the contactors and go back to the main page. So yeah, that's that. Let's go to works. Works is again the work I do, the stories I tell. There's a theme I kept in in all my pages. This basically starts with a cool copy. So every project tells a story. Take a peek at the ones I have been shipping. Just cool, a bit quirky copies. And then these are all the projects I have worked on over the years. And then work is just the work projects, side projects are small projects randomly built for fun, explorations are random case studies of things that don't exist but I would love to build on it. So that's what I tried out here with snip and stack. So yeah, that's how I divide things out here. Then going to about, I find it like a cool personal space. Again, leveraging the bento grid idea of gestures. So yeah, the work I create, the life I live, a little bit of me in all the grids. Kind of rhymes, right? And I love how I love how the copy goes. This is again created from the workshop, new workshop AI tool launched by Framer. This was so fun to create. This is basically a chat about me, who am I and things like that. I design apps, websites, packaging, and brands because it's fun. Blah blah blah. This one click takes you to the works page, Mastercard where I work. Want to have cool animation, travel diaries, design resources, tech stack, side projects, bookshelf, writing, blah blah blah, and yeah, again the same thing. Resources, all my resources that I've created over the years. This one click takes you um, to my Gumroad page. This is messed out here. Damn, I noticed it right now. I'll change it. This is totally messed. I have to change it. Now I noticed. Going to contact, a very simple, book a quick call or fill in this form, whichever you're more comfortable with. And of course, you can always drop me a DM out here. And yeah, on more we have articles that takes you to a new page. I'll be adding new more fun pages soon. But yeah, this is what it is at the moment. And as you see, there's still problems like this and this here and there. I had already spent 2 months on it, so I had to launch it. So I launched it. But yeah, I'm still improving things here and there. But yeah, that's what my portfolio is. Now, I just walked through on very high level how I thought about different sections. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. I would love to answer them. And yeah, thanks for your time. Thanks for going through everything. And I hope you enjoyed going through this series. Thank you.